Sharon Richards. It's about collecting, and I hope you're enjoying your holiday season, however you're celebrating, and that you were gifted collectibles that you enjoy, and maybe you had enough that you needed to store some of your collection. When you do this, as mentioned, always putting a label on the box and writing down the contents. That couldn't be a more basic advisory of good thing to do. Just marking the box, collectibles, yeah, well, that's nice. Unless, of course, you like to open it every so often and go, oh, I forgot I had this, I forgot I had that. However, that said, if you've kept the database, as we had mentioned in earlier weeks here, you could probably look it up. And that's actually, having the database or even a spreadsheet of your collection will help you develop that label that you put on the box for your collection that you have to store. And we'll talk about forms of storage in the weeks to come, but starting with this week about that kind of crossover. If you think about it, your display cabinet, the notebooks that you may put your collector cards in, if you do trading cards, stuff like that, you know, comic books in sleeves, if you keep them out on display, or anytime you shadow box something, we've talked about that, printer's tray and putting all objects in there, that is a form of display, but it's also a form of storage, right? It's just that you can see it, and accessible and showable. And you probably, you know, if you have a large collection and if you have a room devoted to it, you may do this with some of the higher end pieces. If you have limited space, even if there's a room, I know there are people, and there's television shows about them, who have built a room specifically for their collection, and maybe they leave some extra space so that they can store, display everything. But for a lot of us, and that includes me, we have to find alternative methods to just displaying. We also have to store. So in that case, like I said, you would take maybe some of the finer pieces of your collection, put those out for display, and in fact that is a form of storage. And then what you do with the others, store appropriately and label the box. So basics of storage and the crossover bit from display. So that's it for this week. Again, apologies for last week not having the video, so this kind of covers both of those aspects that we're doing. I'll see you again next week for some more fun about storing on It's About Collecting. Take care.